Hello guys, we are Group 6. We are here to present to you the policing system of China.
Welcome to Beijing.
Welcome to Beijing.
The history of policing system in China. The Chinese People's Armed Police Force, or the PAP, is a Chinese paramilitary police force primarily responsible for internal security, right control, anti-terrorism, law enforcement, and maritime right protection in China, as well as providing support to the PLA ground force during wartime. The police in China are generally poorly trained, paid, and ill-trained. They are regarded with the suspicion by ordinary Chinese, particularly in rural areas. Police have traditionally been more involved in maintaining government control than solving crimes. The history of the People's Armed Police is as long as that of the People's Republic, and its origin can be tracked back to the People's Liberation Army, which was responsible for both defending the nation from foreign invasions and internal securities. Although the force was officially established in 1982 and its constituent units stretched back to 1949. Unlike the regular People's Police of the Ministry of the Public Security, the PAP is part of the Armed Force and reports to Central Military Commission. PAP officers wear olive green instead of blue uniforms of the People's Police. In July 1949, the Central Military Commission decided to establish the Ministry of Public Security with Luo Ruiking as its minister to organize the public security forces in the nation. People's Armed Police was first used between 1959 and 1963. In 1949 to 1950, Chinese People's Public Security Force under the Ministry of Public Security. 1950 to 1955, Public Security Force under the People's Liberation Army. 1955 to 1959 is the Public Security Corps under the PLA. 1959 to 1963, People's Armed Police under the joint leadership of the MPS and the PLA. In 1963 to 1966, Chinese People's Public Security Force under the joint leadership of the MPS and the PLA. In 1966 and 1982, PLA Internal Guard absorbed into the PLA in an integrated structure. In 1971 and 1973, some units were transferred to the MPS, and in 1982 and to present is the People Arms Police.
Law of the People's Republic of China. It is officially referred to as a socialist legal system with Chinese characteristics. It is a legal regime of China with a separate legal tradition and system of mainland China, Hong Kong, and Macau. Ministry of Public Security is the principal police authority. It is responsible for maintaining social and public order, and also for conducting investigation and arrest of suspects in criminal cases. It maintains public order in accordance with the administrative power granted by law and through the police force. It can also settle civic dispute between citizens. The Chinese law. Chinese law is the one of the oldest tradition in the world. The core of modern Chinese is based on Germanic style civil law, socialist law, and traditional Chinese approaches. During the Maoist period 1949 to 1978, the government had a hostile attitude towards a formalized legal system because Mao and the CCP saw the law is creating constraints upon their power. The legal system was attacked and a counter-revolutionary institution, and the concept of law itself was not accepted. This policy was changed in 1979. The Deng Xiaoping and the CCP put into the place an open door policy which took an utilitarian policy to the reconstruction of the social structure and legal system where the law has been used as useful tool to support economic growth. China has continued to develop a formal legal system. The country is currently in a period of transition as its legal system continues to develop. Scholar Daniel C.K. Chow described the current system as following rule by law rather than rule of law. The national security system is made up the Ministry of State Security and the Ministry of Public Security, the People's Armed Police, the People's Liberation Army, or the PLA, and the state judicial, procuratorial, and penal system. The Ministry of Public Security oversees and domestic police activity in China. The ministry is responsible for police operations and detention centers and has dedicated departments for internal, political, economical, and communications security. The Ministry of State Security was established in 1983 to ensure the security of a state through effective measures against enemy agents, spies, and counter-revolutionary activities designed to sabotage or overthrow China's socialist system. The ministry is guided by a series of laws enacted in 1993, 1994, and 1997 that replaced the counter-revolutionary crime statutes. In July 1949, the Central Military Commission decided to establish the Ministry of Public Security with Liu Ruqing as its minister to organize the public security forces in the nation. In August 1949, several security and public order units of the 4th Field Army were considered into the central column of the Chinese People Public Security Force. And in December 1949 to May 1950, regional security forces along with the now dissolved Central Column had been consolidated into division under the PSF. The PSF was descended to the PLA, became the PLA Public Security Force in in September 1950, and the PLA Public Security Corps. Lou Reqing was appointed as the commander and political commissioner of the PSF in September 1950 and remained on the post until 1959, retaining the command of the PSF. Jiang praised the PAP, describing it as a major force for maintaining state security and social stability. The People's Armed Forces shoulders a massive and formidable burden by President Jiang Zemin.
How to become a South China police officer. Number 1. Educational requirements. In most instances, they only need a high school diploma. Be that as it may, now and then, a minimum of 2 years university course completion is required. Number 2, physical requirements. The minimum age required is about 18 to 21 years depending on the department you are applying to. Since the job of a cop is physically challenging, you must guarantee that you have a sufficient stamina, endurance, and strength. Number 3, legal requirements. A clean record is a must for applying into a police academy. Number 4, mental requirements. All police officers need to be mentally taught. They come across a lot of gruesome image every day. For the benefits, a person working as a police officer in China typically earns around to 23,631 CNY per month. This is the average monthly salary including housing, transport, and other benefits. Police officer salaries may differ drastically based on experience, skills, and gender or location. At saka po, ang qualification po ng lahat ng pulis ay nag-undergo sa training operation. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Good day, I am Victor Leonardo Luna Perez, presenting for you the structures of police system in China. People armed police are paramilitary in China. Fire departments are not only in charge of fighting fires and public emergencies, they are also tasked with secondary military responsibilities. Originating from People's Liberation Army, through years of name changes and reorganizations, the People's Armed Police was created to handle internal security and other domestic police missions such as border control, internal security, and fire rescues. Meaning, fire departments or firemen are not only in charge of fighting fires and public emergencies, they are also with secondary military responsibilities, which are border control, internal security, and fire rescue. In addition, according to two sources, the police system comprises the following components or branches: the Public Security Police, the State Security Police, the Prison Police, the Judicial Police for People's Court, and Procuratorate. Public Security Police are the largest component of the police force of China. Under the Ministry of Public Security in each province, autonomous region, and municipality directly under the central government, there is a provincial level Public Security Bureau. Under the provincial level Public Security Bureau in provinces and autonomous regions, there are municipal and county public security bureaus. In municipalities directly under the central government, there are district and county public security bureaus. At the bottom of the police hierarchy, numerous police stations are set up in larger communities across the country. While operational units are essential according to Interpol websites that makes up MPS or Ministry of Public Security, National Security, Economic Crime Investigation, Border Control, Criminal Investigation, Fire Control, Public Safety, Security, rather, Traffic Control, International Police Cooperation, Drug Control, and Counterterrorism. Lastly, Public Security Police, Tactical Units, and Auxiliary Police, including People's Armed Police Force and Changyan Police, indicated that public security police tactical units have been established in every province in 5 major cities and includes special patrol units. Police ranking system in China. The chapter titled Police Reform in the 2009 book Chinese Policing History and Reform by Cam C. Wong. Chinese police are classified into following ranks. General Commissioner, awarded to the Minister of MPS or Minister of State Security. Deputy General Commissioner, awarded to the Deputy Minister of MPS or MSS. Commissioner 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Superintendent 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Sergeant 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. Constable 1st and 2nd grade. According to the book of PAP, officers wear pine green uniforms of the army instead of navy blue uniforms of the People's Police. That's the difference of the two types of uniform of police in China.
Good day everyone. My name is Lemuel Dibilia from Group 6, and the topic that I discuss today is the function, mission, and vision of the system of policing in China. Function. The Ministry of the Public Security oversees all domestic police activity in China. The ministry is responsible for police operation and detention centers and has a dedicated department for internal political and economic and communication security yon. In function, the ministries, ang ministrang merong responsibilidad daw na magsaayos ng pag-ooperasyon o yung mga lakad ng mga pulisya sa sa pagsugpo ng mga crime yon. Sila din yung namamala sa pagpapatay ng mga detention centers at yun sa mga dedicated department for internal political and economic and communication security yon. Sila yung pinaka parang ulo na o yung pinaka leader para may isagawa yung o mabuo yung galaw ng ng system of policing sa China. Then the next is the mission. Mission is through to educational outreach and crime prevention programs. We help to raise personal safety awareness and reduce the incident of crime. Through our translation and interpretation services, we help make policing more accessible to and better understood by the Chinese-speaking community. Yung mission naman nila is yung bahagi sila ng kaalaman kung paano makakaiwas sa mga crimes o mabawasan man yung mga sani o nagdudulot ng crime. Then mission din nila yung bibigay tulong at mga services para makaabot yung pagtulong nila sa buong Chinese yung sa pagsugpo ng crime yun. Yun yung pinaka-mission nila. Then the vision is to inspire participation from everyone for a safe, healthy, and thriving community. Yun. Yung vision nila is to give inspire to their community, yung para masabing ang kanila daw komunidad ay maayos at malayo sa mga krimen at kaguluhan. Yun. And yun lang po ang aking report, and thank you.